Curtain 603 Heavy Kennedy Tower, wind 25011, runway 31 right to the line.
Clear to land 31 right.
Delta 1825 Kennedy Tower, wind 26012, runway 31 left to the line.
So yeah, reporting time is at 11 o'clock, which is an hour before the flight. The flight is meant for 12 o'clock. So I wake up, get ready, wear my uniform, polish my shoes, and catch the bus that takes us to the airport. The drive is usually short, about 20 minutes depending on traffic. And once we're dropped off, we just pass through the COVID screening center where they sanitize our bag and pass through the security. They check our temperature and all, then we proceed to the aircraft. This is me coming to the aircraft, taken by my colleague in the aircraft. So they've just come back from Lagos, and I'm taking over from them. I get in the flight deck, meet the captain, greet him. He's on the phone, and then I try to, patronize my colleague. I tell him that he looks good. So yeah, they're just back from Lagos, and I'm taking over from them for 5 legs.
You look like Sub-Zero. What happened to your plates? Change them. Why?
Yeah, I start my preliminary pre-flight. I do all the things I'm required to do, and yeah, I check all of that: altitude, oxygen. That's where the oxygen is. You have to check if it's working, and I check all the checkables, and I do the box also known as the FMC. Basically, we put the origin, which is Kano, and destination, which is Abuja. Here it's written as DNA, which is the code for the airport. And basically, the FMS or FMC is where we put all the data we need for the aircraft to follow, which includes the routes, the speeds, the altitudes and all. So now I'm just trying to program the routes from Kano to Abuja. The route is from the Kano VOR. We take the Airway Victor Romeo 7 Uniform Romeo 778 to Kilo Uniform Alpha, then Victor 456 to Abuja. Yeah, I still have that on my head. Usually you'd have a flight plan where you follow. Now I do the performance chart where I input all the data we want, and I refine the whole computer to give me all the situational awareness I want. It's basically everyone does it the way, apart from the mandatory, the others, everyone does it the way they feel like, and the way is more acceptable to them. And I also input the Abuja approach because we know that usually Romeo 22 is in use in Abuja right now. So it's good to just program everything on ground so that you have less work to do trying to descent because it's short leg. Once done with that, I have to go outside the aircraft and do the walk around. Unfortunately, I didn't video the walk around, but there's a YouTube video that I did about walk around which you can check. Then I come back to the flight deck and fill the COVID-19 compliance form, which shows that I haven't had COVID-19 fever, high temperature, headache in the past 24 hours. And now after having done that, I bring out my headset and prepare for the beginning of the flight. So beside me is a bag. There's a slot where we can keep our bags, and we can grab anything like chips, water, and just anything, licenses and all. So yeah, that's basically it. And then this is Baba Al Hassan, our veteran dispatcher. He brings all the documents, all the legal documents required for the flight for us, and we have to sign and return them to him for the flight. Yeah, so it's basically a team game. Flying is a team game. The captain and myself are the team on the flight deck, but the ground staff, dispatch make the whole system work
Oxygen.
perfectly. Now we start the
One
pre-flight
each one
checklist,
control switches, normal,
which
window,
we would have to complete.
select your auto flight
We
instruments.
have to do a procedure before the checklist. Before the video started, I already completed the procedure. Now I'm just doing the checklist. So yeah,
Let me start with pre-flight checklist complete.
now time to request start from the canoe tower. Before we start our engines, we have to request start up and give them all the information they need.
Standby service endurance 2 hours 30. November Alpha India Sierra 17.
This video has been divided into two parts for ease of upload. So this is the pre-flight version, and hopefully I'll release the flight and landing version soon. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Before start checklist. Mobiles.